If you're looking for the best family cameras, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. If you want to get a good quality family cameras according to your needs, then watch the video till the end and then decide to buy. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Sony A6100. The Sony Alpha A6100 is, without doubt, our top pick for your family photography. While the other Alpha lineup offerings outperform it in some areas, the most crucial features are all there. On top of that, it manages to do it all at a very reasonable price point. Family photography is all about your favorite people in the whole wide world. The Sony A6100 excels at keeping their faces pin sharp, thanks to its class-leading autofocus system. Even when play and erratic movement are involved, even in less than professionally lit circumstances, you can go as granular as you want or put it on auto mode and just have fun. What's more, the A6100 mirrorless camera is pretty capable of shooting video, too. Still, the Alpha A6100 is entirely capable of memorable, sharp, and vibrant family photos, and outright professional-looking photos in most conditions. It's simple to use and nails the focus every time. No more blurred shots, yay more keepers for the family album. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Nikon D750. If phenomenal image quality and comfort are your prime objectives in family photography at any cost, then you would be wise to consider the Nikon D750 full-frame digital camera. Although it's around $1,500 new, you can find it refurbished or on special deals. Just make sure to get a legit, not gray market version from an authorized dealer like Amazon. As for performance, the D750 won't disappoint. Its battery is rated at 1,230 shots, essentially all day, and the autofocus works like a charm even in darkness. There are even pro attributes like dual card slots for redundancy in the case of card failure, along with impressive video abilities. The number 3 position is held by Fujifilm X-T30 II. The next pick on our list should come with a warning. Your family might borrow it a lot. Granted, the feel and aesthetic of this second and latest iteration of X-T30 are subjective. Yet, the clean industrial design is a clear nod to the past. And many, myself included, find the look and tactile feel very attractive. Appearances aside, the images coming from the 26-megapixel CMOS sensor inside the Fuji X-T30 Roman II are nothing short of. Fujifilm is renowned for its album-worthy JPEGs straight out of the camera, and now there are new filters such as selective colors. When it comes to family photography, including portraits, the camera offers face detection focusing, a blazing fast electronic shutter speed, charging via USB, and a new articulating screen. Next at number 4 we have Sony A7III. Sony hits it out of the park with their tracking and autofocus compared to other makers. This makes their digital mirrorless cameras highly desirable for anything that involves motion, including but not limited to family photography. Like the Nikon D750 on this list, the Sony Alpha A7III features dual card slots, one of the hallmarks of a genuinely professional orient, and despite being mirrorless, it has approximately double the battery life of the Fuji. There is also an impressive 10 frames per second burst rate that allows capturing anything from erratic kids to pets on the move. The number 5 position is held by Sony Cybershot DSC R-Zone100. Being the most recent member of the hugely popular R-Zone100 series, it gets the most things right. Most crucially, the autofocus is reliable and sticky, allowing for effortless, sharp family photos. Whether for the diary or the archive, is your little one learning to walk or ride the bike? Are you taking a family portrait? Or perhaps documenting mom's birthday? No matter what, the R-Zone100 Roman 7 got you. Furthermore, since it literally fits in any pocket or purse, there is no excuse to not bring it everywhere you go. For that reason, the camera doubles as the perfect candid street tool. Also, it lets you always be ready for anything when surrounded by your loved ones. The number 6 position is dominated by Sony A6500. The Sony A6500 is a great camera that will improve your family photos and also let you expand into more advanced photography you choose to. One of the best features of Sony mirrorless cameras is their eye autofocus capability. This is a feature that will identify the eye of a person, as long as they are close enough and focus right in on the eye itself. In most cases, it can even distinguish between the eyeball and eyelashes. Any portrait photographer will tell you that the key to a sharp image is nailing focus right on the eyes. And sometimes if the person is close to the camera, you can narrow the down even more to focusing on the eye closest to the lens. That is exactly what the eye autofocus feature can do. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Canon EOS Rebel T7. Canon is the biggest name in photography, and the Canon EOS Rebel T7, also called the EOS 2000 because Canon likes to confuse you, is a solid entry-level DSLR camera that is very affordable. If you're just getting started with photography and want to save some money, this is a great option and will give you noticeably better images than even the best cell phone cameras. This being a Canon camera, you will have the advantage of the huge Canon lens library to choose from. There are plenty of options from affordable to extremely high-end. Keep in mind that this is a crop sensor camera with a 1.6 crop factor. That means that the effective focal length of any lens will be multiplied by 1.6. So a 50mm lens will have the field of view of a 75mm focal length. The number 8 position is held by Nikon Z50. Nikon doesn't have the market share of Canon or Sony, but they have been making great cameras for over 50 years. Nikon cameras are known for their great ergonomics and build quality, and that has carried over to their first generation crop sensor mirrorless camera. The Nikon Z50 was a very close call for our top pick and would make an excellent addition to any family's house. Just to get this out of the way, I know that the overall top pick above is also a mirrorless camera as well, but I can't put the same camera in this category, so I wanted to give you a second option. The image quality of the Nikon Z50 is right up there with almost any crop sensor camera. It has a 20.9 MP sensor, which is good, but not great. I would have liked it better with 24, but it comes pretty close. It also handles low light about as well as any crop sensor camera out there from any brand. Next at number 9 we have Nikon D5600. The Nikon D5600 is the next level up from the more budget-friendly Canon model above. It is still a crop sensor camera, but with a better image sensor and some additional features that you may find useful. You'll also get a flip-out screen. The screen on the D5600 flips out to the side and rotates around. That means that you can see it from behind the camera and above or below. But you can also flip it around 180 degrees to see the screen when the camera is facing you. This is very helpful for shooting selfies or setting the camera on a tripod and shooting video of yourself. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Sony RX100VI. While point and shoots are slowly being replaced by cell phone cameras, a high-quality point and shoot camera can be just as good as an interchangeable lens camera in many situations and much more compact. The Sony RX100VI is at the top of this narrow field of exceptional point and shoots that are still worth it. This camera may seem a little pricey for a point and shoot, but it really deserves to be compared to the other interchangeable lens cameras on this list because of its capabilities. In fact, this is one of the only point and shoot cameras that is, if you don't want to step up to this price range for a point and shoot, then you'll probably be better off just sticking with your cell phone or checking out the budget-friendly DSLR above. That's all for today. If you've already used any of these products, do let us know by commenting below. It will help others to a worthy buy. Thanks for watching.